Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the One Meal Channel, and in today's video we're going to be making this. Another thing that I found on Instagram, these little chicken wraps look interesting, and so I am going to be trying my hand at it. We're going to be making our chicken fresh, cooking it up in a pan, and adding assorted foods to our tortilla, but we're going to be doing it a little bit differently than what you see on Instagram, because I only eat one meal a day, so all of my meals need to be relatively large. So we are going to have a full piece of chicken, as well as one of the largest tortillas that I could possibly find available at my store, and we're going to give this our best shot. Thank you all for watching, and if you enjoy, follow me on Instagram, leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you all in multiple videos moving forward. So let's get a look at our piece of chicken right now. Usually I cut off the little tenderloin part in here, but I'm going to see if I can keep it on without it falling off on its own. So we're going to butterfly this piece of chicken just so that it cooks evenly, cooks through well. We're not going to bother breading it. We're not going to bother putting a whole bunch of egg wash on it. We are just going to flatten it, season it, and toss it in our pan. And before I get too ahead of myself, let's see if we have our chicken slammer, and we do. Hello, chicken slammer. Feels like my roommate and I are both making plenty of noise. Him in the garage, me in the kitchen. Alright, nice and flat, and I do think that little piece of little chicken tender is going to stay on just fine. So let's grab our seasoning. I'm going to grab some salt and some pepper. Let's see what else is going to make it through the cooking process. Oregano is going to burn. We'll add a little bit of cayenne pepper and a little bit of cumin as well. I think that'll turn out just fine. Okay, and before we get too ahead of ourselves, we'll add some butter to this. Try not to get our chicken fingers on anything. Try to keep that separate. Good. No paper. There is paper. So I'll salt this. I'll pepper this. We'll cumin this. And we'll cayenne this. Very nice. And a quick flip. I think that cumin is going to be a nice touch, especially with the other things that we're going to put inside of our little chicken wrap. When I worked for like a little place, it's kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese. I worked for a place like that, and I worked back in the kitchen. Most of what we did was make pizzas, but we did make a lot of chicken wraps. Our chicken wraps were a little more traditional. They were like chicken burritos, but regardless, oh my gosh, what is going on here? Too much splatter. Too much splatter. What do you think you're doing? All right, there we go. Just cleaned the kitchen over the weekend. We make an absolute mess of it. Okay. Let's take this raw chicken, give this a quick little clean. We're gonna do something kind of fun here now. So one thing that I want in a corner is I want some onions. I tried something the other day that I thought turned out pretty well, and so we're going to try it again. We're gonna have some nice thinly sliced caramelized onions. And the best way I found to get thinly sliced caramelized onions is to use a potato peeler. So that is exactly what we will do today. So red onions give you the best color. If you're looking for a really nice standout presentation, use that. But in our case, we're going to use yellow onions, so it works just fine. Try to get rid of the big pieces as much as we can. Okay, I'll go over here. Works best with whole onions, but we have these onions left over from yesterday because these yellow onions are massive. So let's see what we got going. And as you probably know, caramelized onions reduce down pretty effectively to like a fourth of their size. So although this looks like plenty of onions to keep in one spot, I am not convinced. I think we need more. So bring out the super onion. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So we'll caramelize that down. Lots of moisture. Put this in our pan. Like I said, let that caramelize. Gourmet onions, as one of you commented in that video a few days ago. So really appreciate that. Oh, and we can tell that that's a really good cutter because I did nick myself ever so slightly. I didn't even feel that. Didn't even feel it. Pretty significant nick as well. Tried to be careful there, but whatever. We have Band-Aids for a reason. We're going to salt those onions to draw out the moisture. Grab a small little spatula to help even out the cook ever so lightly. Incorporate that butter and that oil in onto itself while it renders itself down. Very nice. Well, how has this chicken been faring? Huh? How do you think this chicken has been faring? We're going to use tongs here. Wow, the color on that, that's nice, isn't it? That is really nice, ain't it? I have nicked myself good. I haven't even felt it. I actually nicked myself really good. I thought I was doing so well. Not making a dumb mistake like that, but no, I have nicked myself really, really good. No pain at all. Don't worry about it. But I can't be having all of you worry about me. So we have our avocado here. I have been letting this sit in the fridge for like 3 days, and it is still quite firm. So we will see if it turns out all right. I want to make a little bit of a avocado dip for ourselves. It's a massive seed. Let's see how all of this comes out, despite being kind of not as soft as it should be. You can tell that it's not soft because you can put your fork, your spoon directly through the skin. But we'll make do with what we have. We'll add a little bit of mayo to this. I think it will turn out just fine. You know, it's crazy too. I'm over here now with a paper towel in my hand, trying to cover up anything that might come out, but I have gloves right here that I could have used. So maybe I'll use that for next time. Perhaps I need it for next time. So let's grab ourselves a spoonful of mayonnaise. I think we'll actually do 2 spoonfuls of mayonnaise. Last time we did 1. I liked it that way. Since this is a little more firm, we'll add that. Okay. We'll add a little bit of olive oil. Not like we need much more. And we'll do garlic. No chopped onions in this, because we already have the onions going in the pan. I'm not too worried about. So we'll just put an extra portion of garlic in here. That's not where the lid goes, that's the wrong lid. All right, perfect. Here we are. Okay, I'll grab a fork. You know, before we grab a fork, I will take this, just cut through this avocado a little bit more, make it a little bit easier to process. And then we'll grab our fork. See what we can do here. Yes, look at that. Seriously, I've been having this avocado has been sitting for 3 days, and it almost feels like it's gotten firmer. So hopefully all of this moisture that I added is going to help it break apart a little bit more. We might even need to let it, quote unquote, soak for a while. We'll add some salt. Now this is harder to break through than some of the potatoes that I cook up for myself. The potatoes that I have are softer. So this is still going to taste just fine. I'll give it a little taste test right now. Oh yeah. Oh, that is awesome. That is really good. If I had some lemon or some lime juice, I would put it in there as well. Actually, I do have some lemon juice, but I mean a fresh lemon. I would add it in. All right, I'm going to see if I can smush it. It's just not working out that way. That's fine. I want some of these bigger pieces just to be a little bit smaller. But frankly, I think this will work as is. We're just going to spread it onto our meal anyway. So I think we're good. This chicken, by the way, is clearly done. Yeah, it is. And it looks, and that little taste that I had, tastes delicious. And that cayenne is really strong, and that cumin is really strong. Or to cut it with that avocado, it's going to be great. And as for these onions, they're coming along well also. I think they can come along a little bit better. So we have some sesame teriyaki sauce. Oh, it's a fresh bottle. God, I haven't used it yet. Come on. on. There we go. Anyway, we have some sesame teriyaki sauce. Gonna put a little bit of that in here. It's going to come together well. And as that heats up, it'll lightly color our onions. You can already see it putting in work. Very nice. I'm going to turn up the heat slightly. So I want a lot of this moisture to come out. It's good as is, but again, it's just the moisture. That's a big deal right now. Yeah, the show must go on. Okay. All right, what's next? That chicken is almost done. And we'll move this out here. So we put down our plate, which will be ready to go soon. And grab our bowl for our eggs. We did 4 eggs yesterday, and it was that was tough. That was tough to manage. A lot of food to get into one meal. Now, I like 4 eggs, but we need to prioritize having a good system. So let's take our chicken, pop this out. Like I said, it's already cooked, which is great. I'm going to take this spatula. Make sure there isn't too much crusty stuff at the bottom, which there isn't, which is good. I'm going to take our eggs. Two, I think that'll be good. 2 eggs. And pour it in the bottom here. Yeah, now look at that. It's like 2 eggs can't possibly be enough. We need like 3 eggs. And you know what? Maybe we do. So we'll see. Open this up. Massive tortillas. 12 of them. Look at that. Just going to cover the whole pan, and I do mean the whole pan. Put this on the bottom here, and it will also heat everything up. We'll put the lid on to kind of trap a lot of that heat in. Start cleaning up a little bit. I think we're good on seasoning as well. Pour a little bit of pepper out on the counter, no big deal. Yeah, I think we're good with the seasoning. Take our chicken. It's a nice cut through there. Very nice. Get a little taste of this. Yeah. And these are some strong flavors. Oh my goodness, that avocado is going to be so necessary for that. It's a little overwhelming, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to get the chicken put over here. We're going to need to assemble everything pretty soon. So I'm going to try to take a lot of this moisture off our assembly surface. Should be good. Some cheese, Tillamook cheese. If you have it, get it. It's the best. Great. Let's see how this turns out. Can we flip it? Oh yeah, we can. Look at that. Look how that turned out. It's pretty cool, isn't it? We're gonna grab some cheese now. Put a slice here. Put a slice there. Put the lid back on again. And you know what? We're almost done. You know? They use the phrase blood, sweat, and tears, and today it was literal. And it was literal. The food is hot. The onions are making me cry. I gotta be sweating, right? There's definitely blood today. Had to work the hardest for this meal. Yep, and our onions, ironically, are taking the longest to cook, which is what I expected. So we're getting a lot of this cooked down, and you can see just how significantly it's reduced. You're seeing some of the charred pieces in there. That's good too, good flavor. There's still a lot of moisture locked in there, which is great as well. So let's let this cheese finish melting. We have a good idea of how we're going to portion and arrange everything, which is good. And we'll be able to start putting everything away shortly. Oh, excuse me. If I had both hands, it would be even easier. So let's see. Big spoon for this. Again, I could start eating it right now. This is not good for dip, but this will be just fine for putting in our chicken wrap. Yeah. Like I said, really good flavor. I won't need to put any pepper into it because you have pepper chicken. All right, let's turn all of this off. Let's get everything ready to go. And prepared for assembly. So we'll put this over here. Let's see what we got. Do a little cut and arrange everything. Good. Put our chicken in this orientation. Nice. Give it a little wrap. Nice. We'll take our onions here. How are we going to do this? I think actually what we'll do is we'll put our avocado here. Yeah, we'll start with that. I think that'll be good. A little snack for me later. And we'll add some spinach. This is probably the last day that this spinach is going to make it. So I'll add some spinach on top of it. See where it will fit, see where it won't. Yeah, that'll be good. Make that work. And then finally, we'll take our onions. And we'll put our onions down here. Very nice. Let me put that. Man. Very nice onions. Great. Great, great, great. All right, and let's finish our fold. We have another fold over on top for avocado. And finally, we have our last fold on top of our onions. Crazy, crazy little combo that we have right here. Wow. Wow. We'll add this onto our plate together. And this is going to be our meal for the day. The crazy, massive chicken wrap, which is crazy and in fact massive. We have made quite a mess out here today. Definitely our most chaotic meal that we have ever made, but as always, we must go to Instagram, take our photo of our meal, and add it there. And of course, before we leave today, we will be making our ceremonious bite with Noah going to town in the background. Let's see if we can eat this puppy. It seems to be working, so. Wow, that's great. Wow, that is crazy good. That is absolutely crazy good. I mean, as usual, I usually put everything together and then eat it while I'm uploading my video. I am going to enjoy this before uploading my video because it's just so messy, and I'll take care of this. Thank you all for watching today. I'll be all healed up by tomorrow. If you want to see more photos, check out the Instagram here below, and I will see you all in the next video. All right, thank you. Bye.